Hey, I'm Mike Stephenson. I own Classic Recording Studio in Bristol, Virginia. And Classic has been around since about 1982. I picked it up about 8 years ago. I had just heard that the previous owner was retiring, so I loved the studio, loved the rooms, and I wanted to get a hold of it as quickly as possible. I had started a studio of my own called Sonic Designs. Just really wanted to get these rooms because they have quite a bit of history. It was time for me to take it over and try to make my mark with this studio. And been recording here, like I said, for about 8 years now. So right when the pandemic happened, all the studios and concerts and things stopped, and just got the opportunity to work with a local artist named Noah Denton. He brought in a cello player named Dave Agar. We hit it off pretty well, decided we were going to work together and just continue from there. But Dave had originally come down to Virginia because of the pandemic shutting down all of his work in New York. Probably the first couple of years of that, we did over 200 sessions, kind of up the ante, if you will, on the type of projects we were working on. Ended up doing a record called Ourselves Behind Ourselves Concealed, which was Dave and a clarinetist named Tasha Warren. Myself and my friend Phil Ficanti produced this album here at Classic over the period of a few months. Dave gave me a call and said that that album had been nominated for a Grammy, and it ended up being 2 Grammys in the same category. So really we went from just Dave and I working together, him in that room and me in this room, not really having any contact at all, to doing albums that are looked at by the industry, which is, it's so surprising and amazing to even be in that position. It's become quite the collaboration between him and Phil and me. Just become something that the industry has looked at from our little town here in Bristol. Probably the fastest way to get in touch with me is through my social media. You can find me as Classic Mike on Facebook, or it's Classic Recording Bristol on Instagram. But you can also reach me at classicstudiobristol@gmail.com. When you contact me, we find a time that suits us both, and we schedule the session from there. And I'll do anything from an hour to a whole week, it just, depending on the size of your project. So any of those, if you message me, I'll get back to you and get you set up.